Last case on the agenda. Case number Z1730. Now SETO for variance to erect perimeter knee walls on the attic floor of the existing footprint and allow the finished attic for a playroom on the premises 260 North Central Ave. You have the floor.
Good evening.
Evening.
Right, we originally have a building permit to build a second floor in attic addition, and not knowing, when we go back to request to build a knee wall in the attic just for extra headroom and possibly a future finished attic for open floor plan for a playroom, and realized that the basement was a little higher, and they consider it as a story.
Correct.
And that whole block on the even number side all have a higher basement.
Now you're up to 4 stories.
Yeah. So seeking to see if we can do that for a new wall.
You know what? Number one, it blows my mind. It's already built. It's already framed.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. A lot of work went into that. But really, your home right now is a 4-story home. The way that's it, because the plans that came into us were different than the plans that were submitted. And they were off about a foot.
Right.
So that says the basement now is 1 story, second, third, your knee wall's 4. Is that fair to the neighborhood?
Well, I have taken some pictures too. That
oh, you can show them. You can show them.
I understanding of the neighborhood too.
I think what happened was you went through and they said that if you wanted, you could put on the second floor, which you got a permit for. They come in a little different. Then he kind of let it slide for you. Says, okay, these plans are a little different, but it's only inches we're talking. That makes it another floor. Now we're talking about you have knee walls without the permit.
Well, we're willing to work it out to, cut down the knee wall.
If you cut down the knee wall and bring it down to that regular 2 extra story addition, I think a few inches, like we did with the other people, a few inches, not considering a story because of the way they built them up those days and 100 years ago.
Right.
I think we could all deal with that, but that 4 feet is really, never mind 3, it constitutes a 4-story. And you know what? It was already done, so now you turn around and you say, okay, what makes the next guy say, let's do the same thing? You know, that roof has to be dropped down 4 feet and bring it back to and you still really, by law, is a 3-story, even though it's inches. We're talking, the basement comes a story by like 7 inches or whatever. If I'm right, it's correct.
You're correct.
Yeah, okay.
It's de minimis.
It's de minimis. So I think everyone can say the way it was built, that's fine. Let's give you 2 stories of living with your regular attic space. Just drop the ceiling back where it belongs, the roof line.
The original permit.
Original permit, which no one's going to look at the few inches to make it a 3rd floor, because that was really accidental until the other drawings came in.
Can we have dormers?
You know, really.
Mainly because the original drawing was not correct, and when we measured at the site, we were trying to meet the 34 feet height of the peak, and didn't get a clear height in the attic area. With the collar ties, well, basically my height, I have to walk in there like this.
You know what? I can't walk in my attic. Most people can't.
Okay.
You already have 3 stories there. Really, it's letting it go to 2.5. Because of that, by rights. Now you're doing that. You're doing the same thing as you do in knee wall when you put that on. Really, you're trying to make it a whole floor. It's not fair to the people in the neighborhood that gets built.
But the neighbors on that street have...
Probably did it 100 years ago then, before we had zoning.
I didn't look into how long it's built, but all those have a high basement, And then the another 2.5 above.
Right, a half story.
Another 2.5 with the dormers too, they all do.
You know what, people do it. People do 4 stories and 3 stories. So if you just did yours and no one caught it, you would have had a 4-story building there by rights. Oh, you would have had it, not by rights, you would have built it, no one would have caught it, but, you know, there's permits, there's reasoning for this. And we had someone put up a porch that looked totally bizarre. The guy ruined his house. He built the porch, he closed it, and made it vinyl when he had his beautiful wood home. It was like, I just couldn't believe what he did. I don't even want to go there, but I'm just saying, people do things. You just can't. And there's rules and regulations, and it's how did you not know you were building knee walls and built them before you got it approved?
Well, because we were looking at the half-story definition, we thought 3
Who
feet.
thought though? Who? What builder would think 3 feet, 4 feet? Right.
3 feet, we thought is measured from the floor to the eave, and not to the where the roof line and the wall meets.
Oh, all right, I see what you're saying.
Right, so that's what the 12 inches difference there too. And
You
after
get a
we
3-foot
looked
knee
into
wall on your attic, you got a decent space in the attic to move around and move stuff and do stuff. You have a room up there? No.
No, we're not putting in a room. It's gonna be open.
Then what do you need
We're not
dormers
finishing
for?
right now.
What do you need dormers for?
If we're gonna have to drop the entire roof down, this is already built, we're trying to keep a safer way to drop the roof down. So we're keeping the 4 feet knee wall in the middle center side and just drop the rest of the roof down. That's what we're looking at.
You know what this is going, how can you keep any 4 feet knee wall? You can't.
The 4 feet are basically at the dormer,
In the front?
on the side. The side, just to, like so that way it can hold the ridge while we're dropping the rest of the roof down.
What
Rather than
will you end up, what will you end up with? You'll have a knee wall on the outside?
On the, just a portion of the perimeter.
Will be 4 feet, which is wrong. Even with a knee wall.
Can we just, or can we cut down entire 12 inches lower to 3 feet knee wall on the perimeter?
Yeah,
Or
I can do
even-
that, right?
Yeah, there's a 3-foot knee wall, then it would comply with the half story.
Right.
We can do that.
Yeah, you can be at 12 feet, 3 feet.
Yeah, we'll go
Do not
forward with that.
comply. Right, so you will comply, and it won't be another story.
Okay, sure.
All right, so, you all set with that, Mr.
I'm
Dugan?
fine with that.
Mr. Dugan will explain to you what's gonna be done. We all get it, right? We're dropping down the 3-foot knee walls to 4-foot knee walls, there won't be a story. But there ain't gonna be no dormers over there. So,
Bonnie, the overall height of the peak is what,
34 feet.
30 feet?
From the lowest grade of the building from the back, measured to the peak is 34.
right now,
Yes.
so you're dropping that.
We're keeping the peak. Well, yeah, we're
dropping-
dropping 12
Gonna
inches,
drop 12
right?
inches.
It'll be 33.
So it'll be like 29 in the front, 28, 28 and a half.
The front and the back is like 2 feet difference. So it's
Yeah, oh, I'm thinking 4
34 to
feet, yeah, I'm thinking
34.
what the bricks are. You're right.
And Bonnie,
You're right.
there's no dormers right now,
No,
so there'll be no dormers?
no dormers. We're just dropping the entire roof
And
down.
then they got 3-foot knee walls,
Yeah,
okay? Okay,
thank you.
fixing on the progress to do for you, well, I know, but as long as that, then it don't constitute, it's too natural. Yeah, it's fixed.
So they're dropping it down to a 3-foot wall?
Yeah, so it's a 2.5 story, 2.5 story. Is there anyone here like speak in favor? Speak in favor? First call, second call, third call closed. Anything? DPW has nothing. Is there anyone opposed or undecided? You step forward, state your name and address for record, please.
My name is John Barrett, 235 North Central. Good evening.
Finance, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. just a couple of more observations, etc. But there was a lovely house that was there. We are living there going on 18 years, and it is a very, very nice residential area, but it is undergoing a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going the wrong way. But seeing this house starting from scratch and working 7 days a week, I did make a call to the city and they stopped them working on Sundays, which was fair enough. I noticed the house going up and up and up, and I thought it was a 3-story. You just mentioned, Mr. Chairman, that it's now 4 stories. So I really rest my case on that. It has to be stopped. They should adhere to the permit from day one. When I saw that they were exceeding the scope on the 3rd of March, and there was a stop of work immediately stamped on the front door, I was thrilled. Because I'm glad that the city is doing a great job to watch everything that's going on in the city, no matter who is doing it.
But you need help from neighbors to make that call.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can't catch them, you just can't be everywhere.
Well, our neighborhood is being reduced.
Good. Yeah, I know.
But anyway, I wanted to voice my opinion. I have nothing personal against these lovely people and neighbors, but the lady was, I think she's been in the rules or just exceeding. And I think not knowing the knowledge of a permit, that's what you'd look at. You talk to your architect, you talk to your builder. You make sure you're not an
Your
inch
builder
above.
should know.
Of course they should.
Of course, they should be in the business.
Thank you.
They should be banging a nail if they don't know what they're supposed to be banging for.
Exactly. Thank you very
I
much.
will say one thing, we had a 12-foot addition that was 8-foot addition, and the guy built it with 12-foot boards. And he looked us in the eye and says, I had no idea I was banging 12-foot boards. Can you do this for a living? He goes, yes, I do. I go, with a straight face, you say it.
It's not working for me.
Fun times.
Wasn't that bizarre?
Fun times.
Fun times. Thank you. Is there anyone else? Last call? Well, that part of the hearing closes. So we get a 3-foot knee wall, we bring it back to 2.5 stories, the way it should be. and-
Well, my question is, isn't that what we originally had, so are we just denying the variance?
No, it had 4, yeah, we're denying this. We're
Right.
changing it to
Deny it
3.
to let them get the
Yeah.
floor.
We're gonna deny this and make it
Right.
3 feet. So they're just gonna, we're denying it. Now by rights, they can go get what they need to go for
That's
that
it. That's all.
3-foot knee wall.
So that's all I have to do.
Yes.
Is that what they were
Then you're
permitted
gonna
for?
work with that.
Back to the building permit?
Well,
He's gotta go, yeah, he's gotta go back to the original permit, it said 2.5-story building, correct, Mr. Duca?
It's for 3-foot knee walls.
Well, the original permit had no knee wall.
Knee wall, right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
And it's a 2.5-story building. So now they can cut it, when they lower it, they cut that out, that other foot, so the whole roof can come down in one piece.
Just making sure.
Alright,
Just making sure.
making sure.
Mr. Chairman, are we voting?
Yeah. Go.
Go. Shot.
Go.
Yes. Z17, I don't like that Z thing anymore.
You know what?
The whole phones. Dash 30, Carol SETO for a variance to erect riveted knee walls on the attic floor of the existing footprint and to allow future finished attic for a playroom on the premises number 260 North Central Avenue. Make a motion to deny the variance.
Second.
Seconded?
Second.
Seconded?
Second.
Oh, okay. Getting late. All right, motion been made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. And then you'll come back and meet Mr. Duca and, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.